everyone, this is Michi Hoyer from Avid Chronic Racing. I'm going to be live for the Sim Pit here, doing some iRacing. It's now season 2018, season 1 on iRacing, and I've just been promoted to C-Class, as some of you might see. So having a quick look into my profile for actually going on proper racing here. Yeah, as I already said, I've been promoted to C license the last switch of seasons around, and I've done already one race, which hasn't been in too good conditions. Like the strength of field have been a little bit lower than what I had. The strength of field was 12,090, while I had an I rating of 1,620, something around that. Nevertheless, we made it into second position there and kept quite a few guys behind. So yeah, now going into the second race, being a little bit more familiar with the car and the track. So we join our practice session, and yeah, if you guys have any questions, want to know anything, just feel free to ask as soon we're or as long as we are still in the practice session. I really appreciate you guys being around here. If you like what I see, if you see what I do, and like me to do more of that stuff, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry about the language at the minute. I had a tough day, and usually English not my home English, so my home language. For crying out loud! If I could get this right just now. Anyway, we're into the open lobby here. 26 guys registered. As I said, it's just going to be the second race for me of this day. Second race in this car, second race on this track. I've never raced here before. So people doing a 143.0 in 27 degrees centigrade environment. Nevertheless, looking at the setup page, taking on the low fuel, and yeah, see if we can get in some good lap time still within this practice session. As I power up my way towards turn 4. It's so difficult to get the turns right here. In my head, since I do not really know too much about this track yet. All I can say though is that the grip difference between low track temperature and high track temperature, just a few degrees, is actually ridiculous. Nevertheless, I want to welcome you guys to this show tonight. Just gonna have a tiny bit of racing in here. And hopefully we'll get a good result. If one of you guys could write me a message here on the chat so I can see that this chat is working properly. If I don't see anything within a minute, I'll probably wanna park the car another time outside, since this turn 1 is broken anyway. I quickly make sure that I see you guys talking to me rather than the chat being blankered. But it seems the case, but it's alright. I'm still trying to get more used to this car. As I already said, not too much practice being done with it. Hey guys, thank you for writing me messages here. Reason why I asked you to do so is I've been familiar with mixing up things on the stream, so really love you guys being around, and thank you very much for your support. Paolo, I'm not sure whether you asked me this the last time already, but I have driven Automobilista for once, a few years back I think, and I wasn't too much of a fan of it, simply because to me it's just another rFactor 1 with some polished graphics. It has some quite good physics base there, I have to say. Like, well, rFactor 1 engine wasn't the worst physics engine out there back then. Nevertheless, I do think that it's not a top-notch sim, since I haven't seen anything around it. The last time I've heard of Automobilista was when the sales, or the allowance to sell this product has been taken away from them, so yeah, possibly not the best type of publicity you want to have. Hesby, I'm using a G29 wheel and G29 stock pedals, as I spin into the pit entry, and that makes me think that my car is not set up properly here. So I will do click backwards here. We'll take a click backwards here as well, and hope the car to be fine. Yeah, as I said, it's ridiculous how weather is affecting the speed of the car. And well, towards the pedals, those are the stock pedals. However, I've swapped around the clutch pedal with the brake pedal and removed the brake pad out of the brake pedal into the clutch. So I'll now get a brake pedal like you would have it on a G27 or a G25. However, the new clutch pedal now is like the brake or the G29, but I really could not drive with that brake mod being installed in that G29 pedal set. It was just ridiculously difficult to give the right amount of braking on the pedal. Because it quite disables you. Like, if you have 5 inches to press the pedal down, you can have a lot more feeling and a lot more precise braking going on, rather than just have like 3 inches or something. Hey Buddha, thanks for talking German to me. Yeah, those mirrors not working for some reason. Probably it's something in the graphics. Next time I'm into the pits I will have a look around. But for now I just want to post a lap time in to get a tiny little bit more familiar with track and everything before race is going on then. Going wide in that turn doesn't count here, happily. So people gonna make some kind of use of it. So will I. And if you guys got any kind of hints or any kind of advice you want to tell me, just let me know, because I definitely need some. Because I saw guys doing 42s on this track with that car, and only just I've not even done a 44 in any race or qualifying session with that car on that track. So definitely gonna need some help. After the tiny little setup changes I did, the car feels a lot better though. That guy only moved out of the way just in time. Coming around final corner of the circuit and probably finally doing my first 44 lap time here. So you guys are probably witnessing a world premiere with me doing a 144.6 for the first time. Oh, some guys really go slow here. So if I get another chance around this racetrack, that would be great. And otherwise I just do need some super clean laps here. No, Buddha, it's not the first time in iRacing. However, I do have iRacing a lot longer than I use it. I've just recently been promoted to C license, so this is my second race in this car on that license. And yeah, I'm totally down to Formula cars. So that's the reason why I use it, really. Oops. As I thought this corner would be flat out there. Currently running in 8th position. Let's hope I can finish that lap somehow. Not necessary, because I spun off anyway. Nevertheless, if you guys got any kind of advice for me for making this car a faster race car around this circuit, that would be greatly appreciated, as I will show you the setup I am currently running in a split second. Thank you very much, Pesby, for congrats on my promotion. Really appreciate it. Nevertheless, yeah, there's still a long way to go. So there's a lot more things to come, a lot more things to happen. Oh, thank you, Buddha, for that charming words. I mean, I really appreciate if I'm be able to somehow give you guys some surplus on whatever thing. I'm definitely happy to help you guys out there. So anyway, do you see anything on the set you would change a lot? So please let me know. That's only the front page of Tires and Aero. Not sure whether the pressures are alright. Felt a lot better though now driving those. Probably I'm gonna increase the front again. Looking at the chassis for you guys before I then quickly go on checking the mirrors. So that is the drivetrain or the chassis which I'm running. So if you guys see anything in here that should be changed from your point of view, just let me know. Probably you guys are a lot more experienced in those things than I am at the minute. So I'm done here for a second. I click options. Auto tear off wipers, yes indeed. Graphics. So cockpit mirrors max. This setting specifies the maximum number of mirrors to enable. Mirror frame rate, I don't really care because I'm gonna take 4. And there you go, mirrors. That's just fine. Let me see to further change something to those mirrors in terms of graphics. Yes, Miguel, I'm still understeering in mid to fast corners. However, I do not really know what to really do against that. So not sure whether this might just take the FOV back as it was. Hey Injafas, thanks for joining me in here. So guys, any suggestions that in terms of changes to be made to the car? Oh yeah, I hope PESB. If that would just be the case, that would be so great. Nevertheless, I hope to get the toe in though. That needs negative or positive toe in. Toe out. So less front toe out is less temperature. Well, that should be exactly what I need. Well, I can try a softer front, yeah, and hope that this completely goes banana on my setup. So anyway, here we go. And I hope that we can nail into a good qualifying laps. Thanks for reminding there, Pesby. I will definitely have a look on the fuel gauges before entering that race. That's for sure. So hopefully getting temperatures into those tires, as we're already down to the midfield. Really can hear the turbo blow. That's like actually what it feels like. Not even sure if those cars got some turbos attached. Anyway, I'm gonna focus a bit now to hopefully nail in a proper Q lap. As we go green. Oh, that has cost us so much time. And I think that is the front being way too soft then. Or just my brake bias being a little too much towards the rear. Anyway, it is what it is right now. Really need to make this work. In the second attempt then. Alright. That looks better. So does that. Oh dear. So I'm just looking towards the 45 something rather than the 44, which is bad. But I think there's nothing I can really do about that right now. I'm going wide here again. Yeah, so it's 45.4, which is P19. Oh dear. Yep, but I think even with a low 44 or mid 44, which would have definitely been in the shape of that car. Wow. Honestly, I got no clue how people are doing 42s. Literally no clue whatsoever. So, in order to learn a bit, I already will save the replay. Having a little look into that after the race probably. I'm now building back on. I could also make the. Oh. Oh well. I could soften the springs in the back as well. Not sure if that would help me anything though. On the stability of the car. Probably better to never change a running system, so we quickly build it back as it was, as taking another fuel. So fix your wings for high speed and ARB for anything else. I think I've done that more or less. So it is fine to me at this point. Well, what can I do now anyway? Probably have to go the way it is. Let's just try to stay clean, starting from P20 meanwhile, so penultimate position. I'll probably just take it super easy, as I think done. Get to the grid. Oh, it was close. Start hasn't been too bad. Just need to stay clear of any contact whatsoever. So I probably keep my position just for now, as I won't join any too hard battling here. Yeah, I agree, I'm a little bit anxious, or maybe too precautious. But I don't want to get any stupid contacts for nothing. That would have need to be admitted. And then try to be much better in the race. And now the virtual field of view is totally not annoying me, but confusing me. So that's me in 21st, and into the wall goes a blue car. There's so much lagging going on, it's ridiculous. People going wide, harming themselves. That was a clever move from the guy beside. As I saw Harley Hamnet being in the car behind, so FSR colleague racing with me here in the same split. Yeah, so I got massive understeer now on the front, so definitely the spring thing going on. Probably should have softened spring and in the front and in the back. Yes, I think I'm gonna be launch an attack. So I just give him the outside line. As I definitely want to have a look into the guys at front. I probably want to have a look into relative timing, as there is more to see for me. Yellow flags. Must have happened something there. So difficult to stay in front here. Those guys are really pushing it to the limit, and I'm gonna be surprised if I finish that race without any incident. But probably this time I'm already into my maximum position due to my own strength going on. All I can do is try pushing the car further to the limit, as I'm not even getting the times I got into the first race, and the tech temperature only was a degree off there. That understeer is literally killing me. Another car standing there in the grass. Holy moly. Now I see where I'm losing all that time. They just can go so much faster through that corners. It's ridiculous. So I'm really trying my best to somewhat stick with the guys and be in some slipstreaming. That would include, though, not making stupid mistakes, which I'm currently doing at the second. But anyway, there's so much to happen in a race. Like, I was third in the first race, and suddenly the second guy just simply dropped out. But I'm definitely losing too much time in that fast corners there. And I do not think that the guys are running extremely low wings at the front. My wings are 20 to 9 front to back, so I think that's not too bad. But anyway, I have to go so slow some of those fast sections where I literally lose all the time then. Although the guy at the front, in front of me, is closing in on the cars ahead of him quite fast, so he's definitely a good driver. GNA, I read that name in your chat, so I think you guys said that he has won some AOR Formula Renault. Well, there you go. That's the speed difference then. Skill, experience, setup, and probably tons of hours on iRacing, on this specific car, on Watkins Glen. All the things I do not have, either at the minute or in general, when talking about skill. A little lock up on the front right. So 3.1 second the gap is to the car ahead, currently running in 14th position. can we make it up to the top 10 in some way with that car? That would be the question. Not hitting out on the limiter would definitely help. But whatever is going on the front there really needs to play into my hands, as I was close to losing it there into the grass. 3.5 seconds the gap is there. Problem is really that they are running in some kind of train, so they profitate on the slipstream of each other there at the front. And there's one guy that's going considerably a tenth quicker or two than I am. So that leaves me with not too much of a chance. So currently gap to the car behind, 2.5 seconds, 2.2 seconds. We are definitely interested in keeping that at the same level. But understeer though. As now the car broke loose from the train ahead, so that's actually a chance. So really need to make a good job now. And I'm sorry guys, I'm not really able to really look closely towards the chat since I'm fully concentrating on driving and at least giving you some commentary. 3.1 second the gap. Car behind is closing in. I think it's really that area here where I do lose a lot of time. And Barry starting, closing in on me, half a second per lap. It will be interesting whether I can keep him behind or not. William, that stuttering probably comes from the stream. Picture here is liquid and fluid, 150 FPS. As Barry comes even closer right now. I just feel my front tires to die away. Oof. Holy mother of God. So as I said, many things can happen. 10 laps to go. Trying to somehow keep Barry in behind, but he's gaining on me like barely half a second per lap. And I mean, you guys already saw what I lost by understeering against DNA. Now I almost lost the car, enabling Barry to really come close. And I do not think that the guys need to lift here like I have to do in that right downhill corner. And I'm not even sure whether they're gonna defend a lot. I'm currently not even gaining on Rowell ahead. It's more like that the opposite is the case. Oh dear. Overtaking's gonna come soon. I'm not Sean. Trying to give my best there. But I'm gonna be sold now. Gap is 310. It's gonna be close towards 0 towards the entry of that chicane. No matter what I'm gonna do. There you go. Now that they can just go so much tighter while still being faster in those corners. The thing that is annoying me more than the stuttering of the stream is the fact that the cars are blinking from every now and then. Like that. I just wait until one of those cars glitches into my body, Now we can do something with the slipstream maybe. Not at all. It must be racing even lower wings than I do. Look at that. Well, it was a clean pass. Good stuff there. Good racing. Nice racecraft being shown. Giving me just enough room. Still making the move stick. As I simply try to follow them now. So probably the worst car you can have as a driver is an understeery car, because there's literally nothing you can really do about that with your driving style. I mean, you know, the car's just understeery, and with an oversteery car you could at least play with the throttle, you could play with the steering to somehow make this work. Whereas in this case there's literally nothing you can do. And I really want to stay in 13th now. I can go through that chicane so much quicker, so much tighter. Same with a downhill corner. As I got another car on the back now. But with me probably having the slowest car out of the grid, setup wise, I'm not sure whether I can do anything to keep that position. Stop doing mistakes would be definitely a thing to start with. Keep that guy out of the slipstream. Be handy. Five laps to go. So running too wide there is definitely not an option. Need to somewhat stay tight to the line. No, steering closer towards the apex doesn't help at all, rather than increasing the resistance of the tires and the wear and the heat, which then creates even more understeer. So to my understanding, the guy behind definitely races higher wings, since he's coming closer in the corners a lot, while suffering a bit on the straights. But even that can be faster than what I'm doing at the minute. Oh dear. gonna be interesting 5 laps. Oh, that's gonna hand me the first incident. Yep, there you go. And not just the first incident, gonna bring Yannick right on my back. I just wanted to stay incidentless in that race, and yet I failed. There you can see Yannick now losing a tiny bit of time. That guy's in the middle of my draft now. I just need to somehow hold him off. Somehow. On the steer. Oh, he's gonna dive for me towards the downhill, turn 3. The downhill right-hander, you will see. All I need to do is good car placement. Oh no. You You got to be kidding me, why did that happen? The brakes really jammed where they never jammed before. Oh, he's 2 positions lost. And two other incidents for losing control of the car. Actually, I didn't touch the wall. Probably would have given me 4 intact, 4 out of 4 contact points. Alright, something is very wrong here. So better keep it safe before spinning again. Well, yeah, the comeback was a bit harsh, but I looked down the track and I didn't saw anyone, so I went back. Right, checkered flag. There you go. I agree. So anyway, you count away like 8 seconds from the spin, still 50 seconds gap to the winner is simply not acceptable to me. And look what Adam TNA just did. That guy went from the very back where I was to the very front at P4, still gaining another 30 seconds on me. So definitely, there you can see the strength of some ordinary drivers. Yeah, as this race is over. Yeah, really a tough race. So what I'm definitely gonna do is probably going lower with some suspension here. Can't really think of anything at the minute that they are doing so differently to me that would give them 5 seconds or 4 seconds gap over me. I mean, if you divide that gap by 18, it's oh dear, 3 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds a lap. Looking at the lap times of me, not too good. Was in the 45s all the way down in the last race, but nevertheless, yeah, I don't know. I probably need to look at setup work again. Anyway, we haven't had any contact with other cars, which is good. So we quit this session and quickly look at our results. So that's my series result. What you mean by going the other way? Well, yeah, I got the car very oversteer and I lost it so often in practice, or at least in the qualifying. I mean, I got the car oversteer and it snapped oversteer, and that's nothing you want to have in that car. Well, okay, looking at the strength of field, 2,816 in average, with me being 1,695, that actually could give me some nice spot still. Quickly, yeah, well, look at that. Look at those. Look at that. I mean, they're iRacing so much that they are probably having so much knowledge and everything. So yeah, for kind of bad results, still a plus 25 on the iRating, which is good. But most importantly, plus 17 on the license, because quickly we should aim at going above 3.0 again. Yeah, the setup definitely is costing a lot of time to me here on that circuit with that car. Not sure how much really, but kinda much I think. Looks like I was by far the weakest guy in that grid. 1000 into something. I was a better iRating before. So I think 25 points is still a bit too less, but anyway, the best I could really have done is being in front of that guy, and I think for that kinda understeery car I did particularly okay, which is giving me a good time. Looking forward to more races after doing some a little bit more research on the setup there. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed what you saw. Definitely appreciate you being around, you supporting me here. And I will definitely look in some further content this week and hope to put in a good show for you guys anyway. I thank you very much for watching. Since it's Tuesday, I'm not sure whether Sean has still something scheduled for tonight, but I'm sure he will let you know just in time. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. My name's Michi Hoyer, I was live for the Simpit, and I see you guys out on track.